Hey kids, yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Hope y'all are doing well. This game was so funny. This game made me laugh a little bit towards the end because I already knew the outcome. I already knew what the outcome was, what the end result was. Because I chose to watch Chelsea versus Liverpool, thinking that was going to be a much better game, but it wasn't. Kind of disappointed with that game. But just in the way this game was composed, it was pretty much just Bayern attacking nonstop and controlling most of the game, and Freiburg doing a really good job at defending, by the way. And that handball towards the end, I thought it was just going to end up a draw, a tie, straight up, very blatant handball by Musiala, which I got to say for Musiala, that was very mature of him, the way he just accepted it. He wasn't complaining. There was no complaining. It was just end of the story. He just, he knew what he did. He took off his gloves and he just walked away. Big up to him, because most players don't do that. They have the audacity, even though the ref is right there. He already made the decision, whether it's a foul, a free kick, a penalty, to complain endlessly, and it's got to end. At some point, it's got to stop. I don't mind it to some degree, but when you're just hammering on, and then the halftime comes or at the end of the game, and then you go on complain for something that was, come on, dude, stop. But not all the time. But going back to Musiala, really, really good to see such a young player act that way. Very mature for his age. So this game was pretty much just Bayern, like I said, just attacking and dominating most of the time. Bayern in the first half had a couple opportunities with Upamecano stealing the ball and giving it to Muller crossing it to Choupo-Moting, and I can't remember his name, the Dutch keeper, I'm sorry, Kletten, something like that, I can't remember. Crap. But getting a hand to it, and even though I think if Choupo would have tapped it in, I think it would have been offside. And then there was another one with Coman in the center, and also the Dutch keeper, Kletten. I'm not getting like that. I'm going to give up with that. Doing a good job at saving it. And then Muller striking it in, but again, I don't know the defender, but he did a good job at being there. Otherwise, that was going to go in, if it wasn't for that defender. So Freiburg did a really, really good job. Sometimes I would see in the second half, especially, there were 7 in the back line. 7 players, no less than 5 players, which was amazing to see. So many players in the back line, and no wonder Bayern were having such a hard time getting through there. Something about Bayern in this game that just didn't seem like, like they're struggling. They possessed in the midfield, really good job at distributing the ball and dispossessing Freiburg, but just really having a hard time getting through like with clear chances to score. The one that sticks out for me the most is Leroy Sané. I thought after not having that much play time at Manchester City, and I used to tell myself when I used to see a Champions League game, because that's the only thing I was watching back then, I would say this guy would be a good fit for Bayern, because he just seemed like he was hungry and he wanted to play. He seemed like he has the speed. He's kind of skillful at times, not all the time. So I said once he goes to Bayern, if he gets to go to Bayern, he's going to play amazingly. And lo and behold, Bayern end up buying him. But I feel that he's a player that psychologically he can't deal with that pressure, and he's not performing in the way he would in the end. So Bayern was struggling. Bayern had a really difficult time. But again, 7 in the back line, sometimes 8, I think I was counting. At one point, I think there was like 8 people there. And you know what I like about Freiburg? Freiburg did a really good job at not just defending, but anytime they would counter or they would go on the break, that they would get set pieces. They would get a foul, and that would really help them out tactically to shave time off the clock. So I thought Freiburg did really, really good when they were attacking, because sometimes it was just 2 people attacking, sometimes 1 person attacking, and they would end up most of the time getting a foul. So really good on Freiburg's behalf. So as far as the goals, that Upamecano goal, that was not a goal. That should have been disallowed. That should have been disallowed, because he was pretty much using him as leverage to be able to head the ball in. He used them as a step ladder. He pretty much just pushed them down. There was another game, I can't remember who it was, that it ended up being disallowed. The same more or less play, and yet it wasn't that conspicuous as the one with Upamecano, and it was quickly disallowed. The ref, I don't think he even checked the VAR. I can't remember what game it was, but I remember telling myself, well, that could have been a goal. That should have been a goal, because it was kind of 50-50. This one was 100% very clear to see that it was a foul, but for some reason, I don't know, they made it count. It was the strangest thing, and I don't blame Freiburg's coach for complaining. I think he was complaining for at least 20 minutes how in the world was that a goal, right? Now the Freiburg goal, the second one, was it the second one or the first one? Sorry, the first one. Yeah, that was a beast of a goal. What a strike! I wasn't even thinking, would Neuer have gotten there, because he has a bigger reach, he's a taller guy. But yeah, not even. I don't think not even Neuer. What a hell of a goal. So yeah, really good game. I had fun. I thought it was a entertaining match. I mean, comparing it to the one I saw, Chelsea and Liverpool, yeah, very entertaining match. And congrats to Freiburg, because that was not an easy win. That was a huge win for Freiburg. Now they're in the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.